Under listening posts, we have a veteran spotlight. We have Lou Lingwai, and I'm going to turn this over to Trustee Geezer, which is handled from the beginning.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Throughout the year, we are celebrating the veterans in our community, and today we're very honored to have Lou Lingwai. Many people know him from the community for living here for many years. He was involved with the parade committee. Many of you know him from his years of working at Colony Park. And you always see him at the Thursday night concerts. Lou Lingwai spent time during the Vietnam War era in the Marines, and we're very proud and very happy to have him here to tell us about his experiences. Mr. Lingwai?
Thank you, Rick, Frank, and the rest of the village board members. First of all, I'm not good in speeches, so bear with me. I would like to start off with my family. My dad was a little boy in World War I. He was in the Hungarian army in World War II, and he lived through Vietnam as a father. We came to America in the early springs of 1952 for a better life. I have 4 brothers, and we all served in the military. 3 of us went to Vietnam. I graduated in June of 1967. End of that year, I decided to join the Marine Corps. My older brother told me not to join the Army. My best friend was in the Marines and in Vietnam at that time. If that was good enough for him, I thought it was good enough for me. That's why I joined. I graduated from boot camp on April 1st, went to combat training at Camp Pendleton, and I got to Vietnam in July of 1968. I was attached to a machine gun squad for 12 months. The first few months, we were at the DMZ, Con Thien, and Phu Bai. After that, we went down to Da Nang. We participated in 5 major combat operations, including Operation Kentucky and Meade River. Also, I was in 200 combat patrols and ambushes. What I learned in the Corps was responsibility, discipline, and leadership, and honor to the Corps. I would not tell anyone to do anything that I wouldn't do myself. I had 20 days in country when I got wounded on a landmine. I was hit in my right leg. It punctured an artery behind my kneecap on July 6th. I'll never forget that day. It so happened to be my wife and my mother's birthday. I spent 2 months in Japan in rehab in an Army hospital. If it wasn't for that Army medic, I wouldn't be walking today. I was determined to walk out of that hospital, and I did. I was shipped to Great Lakes Naval Hospital waiting for orders. At that time, I was discharged a short time after that. I thank God and all the corpsmen and medics every day. Also, every time I see a fellow serviceman or woman, I personally thank them for their service and for our freedom. I started dating Kathy on November 14, 1969. We got married on May 12, 1973. I moved to Carroll Stream on November 22nd, 1978. I got involved in the first 4th of July parade, and I've been on every one since then. The Carroll Stream VFW was established soon after the parade. I'm one of the original members. now on a committee to raise funds for a Veterans Memorial in Carroll Stream, so the village can go and honor their veterans. I retired from K&R, a trucking company, after 26 years. And and also retired from Conley Park at a senior complex in the village after 14 years. I have 2 sons, a daughter-in-law, and a granddaughter. And if it wasn't for Kathy, I wouldn't be here. She helped me become the man I am today. I can say that I'm the luckiest man. I have a good life, came back from Vietnam, got married, having wonderful children, and most of all, I'm a grandfather. What more can I ask for? Thank you for your time. Any questions?
Anyone on the board or the mayor like to say something?
In them 200 ambushes and patrols, what was the most scariest thing that ever happened?
Pardon?
On your 200 patrols that you were on, what was the scariest thing that ever happened? Just being shot at, I guess, is scary enough, huh?
The first time I got shot at was up near the DMZ, and that was very scary. Actually, I turned as white as snow, but after that, I just lucky I came back.
Well, I've known you for a long time, and I have nothing but respect for you.
Thank
You're
you.
a great person, and I watched you at Colony Park work with the senior citizens, and I'm sure that everybody there feels the same as I do, and you do have a wonderful wife.
I do.
I'll agree with everything he said and also say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving us the ability to be here.
Thank you, Lou, for sharing your story, too.
Okay.
Because not a lot of people know your story, and I know it's hard to get up and talk in front of a large crowd like this, but thank you for sharing your story. I think it's really important for the next generation to hear what your generation went through, so thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And on the top of that, I was going to say, 2 weeks ago, was it? 3 weeks ago, you won the 50-50 split the pot, and he gave most of it back.
Actually, to the Memorial Fund.
That was,
Yes.
that was to the
Yes.
Memorial Fund, so.
Right.
Yes.
Well, thank you for your service to our country, and thank you for sharing your story with us, and thank you for being here in Carroll Stream and being part of this community.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Proud to be here.
Thank you, Lou.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Lou. And there are a lot of ways, as Mr. Lingwai said, the community is banding together to build a Veterans Memorial here in the community. And there are a lot of different ways people can contribute, because this is all going to be done through community donations. So if you are interested, you can go to the Carroll Stream Parks Foundation Facebook page or the Carroll Stream Park District's Facebook page, and they have all the information on a variety of ways that you can contribute, either by making a financial donation or by attending some of the events we have in the near future. So thank you very much, and thank you, Mayor and Board, for allowing us to continue this Veteran Spotlight this year.